Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Everybody. Reverend the Rap Ministries is Reaching All People Ministries, and I'm Brother Yahoo, also known as Brother Ronnie, Brother Jeremiah. Thank you for coming on in today. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that came on in today. Woo! It's a great day to be alive, like I tell you guys every single week. Great day to be alive. You know, some people didn't make it this week. You know, Larry Allen used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. Died suddenly, age 52 years old. Gone. Condolences to the brother family. And, you know, I don't know everybody that has died, but man, you know, it's a blessing to be in the land of the living. It's a blessing to be in the land of the living one more day. Brothers and sisters, got a great teaching for you today. And before we get moving, just want to say one more time, I thank everybody that's coming to this ministry, that does anything for this ministry, whether it be watching the videos, watching the live streams, watching the videos I may upload here and there, liking, subscribing, donating. I thank the Most High for you all. I'm very grateful. So if I don't say it a lot, it's on my heart. But thank everybody for coming on in. Like I said, got a great teaching for you. Probably going to make me a hated guy. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I pray that you will be blessed and edified by today's message, and take what can apply to you. That's what we're supposed to do with this mirror, this Bible. We're supposed to take everything and apply it to our lives. Not the best way, you can just do it. Whatever you say, you just go ahead and do it. But we're gonna get to our greetings. Get to the greetings. Let's see who we got in the place today. Zoma Bone Teeth. Thank you for coming on in, sister. Thank you for coming on in. It said, honor your parents while they are alive. Yes. Once they are gone, you can no longer do that. The dead know nothing. Once a year really says a lot about how you really feel about your parents. Yeah, you just once a year, Mama Day, Father Day, it do say a lot about you. We gonna see what the Most High think about it today. Mama J. Pope, thank you for coming on in. I'm thankful you're here as well, Mama J. Pope, Mother Pope. No relation to that old wicked Pope out there. You know, let's see. Sister Auntie, thank you for coming on in, you and your crew. Really appreciate you. Thank you for coming on in. We see you, Chief Scientist, we see you. Thank you for coming on in. Bryson in the camp and Lily of the Valley, thank you for coming on in. Shabbat Shalom to you. Peace and blessings to you. Peace and blessings. Bro Woody, we see ya. Thank you for coming on in. Life of K-Dub. Finally caught. All right. Praise the Most High up in here. Thank you up in here. Life of K-Dub. Thank you for coming on in. First live. You don't mind, tell me where you're from. I like to know where everybody's from, you know. If you don't mind. K-Dub. Life of K-Dub. KDZ. Oh, Sister Erica Yashel, Elder Henry, thank you for coming on in, Ohio crew. What it do? Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you. I got your text message today as well. Well, you sent it last night, but I got it this morning. I just hadn't. I think it's a video, Sister Erica. I hadn't watched it, so that's why I hadn't said anything. I don't ever. If somebody send me something, I don't never thumb it up or say until I watch it. You know, you never know what you thumbing up. But Sister Erica, she always send good stuff. Grind like Josh, thank you for coming on in. You and Sister Jasmine, appreciate you for coming on in. Brother Sterling Silver, tried in the fire 7 times. Thank you for coming on in. You and Sister Sophie, appreciate ya. Oh yeah, appreciate ya. Appreciate you. Key to Life, North Carolina crew, what it do? Thank you for coming on in. Thank you for coming on in. Brother Ali. Brother Ali, the champ is here. The champ is here. And like Muhammad Ali. Thank you for coming on in, Brother Ali. Nashville. Oh, you ain't far. 23 years old. All right. In the Ville. In the Ville. You up there with Zachariah Z and the family. 23. Boy, what it was like to be 23. I can jump high, run fast. Daughter of Sarah, thank you for coming on in. I got your text messages as well this morning. Thank you for coming on in. Hadn't had a chance to look at it. Like a K-Dub. The champ is here. The champ is here. Thank you for coming on in. Thank everybody for coming on in. I'm gonna turn this music off. You know, I'm telling you, I'm just happy to be alive. Every day that I'm alive, I'm happy. You know, if I got some stuff wrong in my life, they give me another day to get it right. to get it right. You know, we can't take for granted every breath, blink, heartbeat that we have. We got to make the best of it. We got to be seeking the Most High and trying to make sure that we are more and more like Him every single day. But brothers and sisters, I'm gonna decrease that He might increase. You know, I enjoy spending this fellowship time with you guys. Really enjoy. You know, I know it's only like 2 hours a week, you know, but really, really, really enjoy being in you guys' presence. Look forward to meeting a lot of you face to face one day. Most High willing, you know, Most High willing. So there get me up out of there. We're going to pray and we're going to get on into the scripts. Got a good one for you today. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, all I can do is present the information. You weigh it, and do what you need to do. Let me make sure it popped up on YouTube correctly. It did. You know, and so all you can do is just weigh it in the balance and apply what applies. If it don't apply, what they say, let it fly. But we're gonna go ahead and pray. Abba, Heavenly Father, we just thank you for today, your holy Sabbath day. The day you hung in creation many millennia ago. Father, we just thank you for all your people that are here today to hear your word. And we thank you that you would bless them. We thank you that you would edify them. And we thank you that you would change them for the better in their lives. Father, we just thank you right now that they will not be only hearers of your word, but they will be doers of your word, because hearers get faith, but the doers get the results. Father, we just thank you right now that your spirit, your ruach, will flow through me to cause me to say the things that I need to say that will administer the abundance kind of life to your people. Father, we bind the devil. We cast him out. We cast out strife, arguments, and debates, and we will flow in the bond and the unity of what? Peace. Father, we thank you right now that you alone will get all the praise, all the honor, all the glory. Do your mighty, magnificent name. And we pray all this in the powerful name of your son, Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. Because we give honor to the Father. Thank you for coming on in, brothers and sisters. And we thank the Most High for all his many blessings, his daily benefits that he gives us for obeying him. You know, like what? Strengthen our bones, exercising our limbs, a sound mind. That's all because of the Most High. Do you know how many people? It could be gone in an instance. And a cousin this week in a terrible car accident. Praise the Most High, he survived, but he got a little recovery on the way. But it can be gone in an instance. Gone in an instance. So I want y'all to send some prayers up for my cousin Rod this week, that the Most High do a speedy miracle in healing. He broke a whole bunch of bones. You know, just real terrible accident. But he's in recovery. He's in recovery. See your sister Sheila. I just seen you pop up. Thank you for coming on in. But because everything could be gone in an instant. So seek the Most High while he may be found. So What are we talking about today? What about Father's and Mother's Day? Is it pagan? And I really don't like that word because people that are in paganism, they have become immune to that word. They hear pagan, oh, there they go, talking about this pagan now. No, we need to call it what it is. Satanic, Nimrodic. So they get immune. Like how certain bugs, they get immune to certain bug spray. You can spray them, and they still be living. No, we need to start calling it what it is. So you see it up there. Happy Mama's Day, Happy Daddy Day. It comes around every spring in the months of May and June. It comes around all the time. But you're gonna meet some people today. You're gonna meet Anna Jarvis and Sonora Smart Dodd. These are the people that are responsible for the way we know Mother's Day today. They're responsible for getting it to you. So I want to read the caption for Anna Jarvis. It says, "Our practice of Mother's Day can be traced back to a special service of worship in May 1907 at the Methodist Episcopal Church in Grafton, West Virginia. It was originated by Anna Jarvis, a Methodist laywoman." I'm going to show you what it is today. Because I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Look at this caption. It says, "Don't be surprised. There is nothing new under the sun. Only endless repackaging." Packaging something, take the old cover off and put a new cover on it. We're going to show you today because, I'm very sensitive. These days are tied to our emotions. I told y'all about one Mother's Day. I played the drums for my mama, singing Boys to Men. Mama, mama, you know I love you. You know I love you, mama. Playing the drums, and more, that tore my mama heart up. Tore in a good way. Tore her up when she was crying. And, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's the best Mother's Day gift ever. Loving you is like food to my soul. No, loving the Most High is supposed to be food to your soul. That bread, man, should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yah. Love your mama. Appreciate your mama. How often? Every day. Pray for your parents. How many of you pray for your parents? Some people probably don't never pray for their parents. Pray for them. That's part of loving them. That's part of honoring them. Keeping them up before the Father. Nothing new under the sun. Because Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, "The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the what? Under the sun." Ain't no new thing. So we want to get the context of this. We're gonna read Ecclesiastes 1 and 2. And then we're going to go skip to 9 and 11. We got some stuff to get to today. People going to hate me today. You honor your mom and your father every day, like Zoe Bone T said. While they alive, don't wait till they dead. See, we think that honoring them is waiting to May or June to give them a gift. Nothing wrong with giving them a gift. But why you gotta wait to that particular day to do it? Your parents, they need some money. They short some money. They ask you, yo, can I borrow $7,000? How many of y'all help them out? They need it. You gotta get it for them. You gotta or try to your best to get as close to it as you can, as you are able. They need help moving or doing so. You supposed to be there, help them moving. They sick. Call them. Even if you got to go over there and lay hands on and pray for them, you need to do that. I said, my time I said, see, Ecclesiastes, all is vanity. It said the words of a preacher, the son of David, who? Solomon. He said, "Vanities of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanities of vanities, all is vanity." And we know he know. We know he got mixed up in all of the pagan gods. All of them. Of the gods of the Zidonians, the Moabites, the Hit, all the folk the Most High said don't mess with, Solomon messed with them. Bible said in the Septuagint said he was a lover of many women. And what they do, they turn his heart away. Vanities of vanities, said the preacher. Vanities of vanities. All is vanity. Let's get it in the Bible in basic English. It said all is to no purpose. All this junk they doing today, no purpose, said the preacher. It says all the ways of man are to what? No purpose. They're vain. All the ways of man, but not all the ways of the Most High. What's the ways of the Most High? Psalm 103. And what is it, 5 or 6? It says, he made known his ways unto who? Moses, and his works to the children of Israel. His works are not vain. Our works and ways are what? Vain. Skip to verse 9. He said, the thing that had been, stuff that didn't happen before the past, is that which shall be. And that which is done, that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, it's new. This is new. No. Even today, it ain't nothing we can say that you say, well, what about tablets and computers? All that knowledge comes from the Most High. You think they ain't got that kind of stuff up there? He just ain't told us about it. But man got that knowledge from what? From the spirit realm. I'm trying to tell you. What about Mother? We doing Mother's Day today. Is that new? No. What did it say? It said, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? No. Mother's Day, that's old. we gonna show it to you today. It has already been of old time. Brother Ronnie got to take you back to the old times. I'm gonna praise him anyhow. We gonna go back to the old time. There was one of the guy with gospel group. They said, we gonna take it back to the old times. I'm gonna praise him anyhow, even when I'm up and when I'm down. I'm gonna praise the Most High. I'm gonna teach his word whether I'm up or whether I'm down. Oh yeah, now this been a long time. I've been wanting to do this class for a while. I just leave it alone. I always tell that's ancient mother worship. Let me read verse 10 again. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It have been our, Solomon said, it ain't nothing that you can say, is this new? No. There is no remembrance of former things. See, when we do stuff today, we don't know nothing about the past. We don't care nothing about that. We don't study nothing about that. But the Most High require that you know these things, y'all. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be remembrance of the things that are to come with those that shall come after. We always forget the past. That's why we got to bring it back up to you. So today, what Brother Ronnie got to prove? I made this little caption yesterday saying I gotta prove. I said I gotta make them see what am I trying to prove. But what you want to see is in the red right there. You got the righteous seed right there, and in the dark blue or whatever color that is, you got the wicked seed. So we gonna go through it real quick. The unrighteous seed did come from Adam. That was Adam's son, but Cain chose to be wicked. So he had a son, Enoch, not the one who wrote this, that wrote the book of Enoch. There was another Enoch. And then he had a son named Irad. And matter of fact, Cain named the city that he established after his son, what? Enoch. Then you got Irad, Mahuel, Methusiel, and Lamech. And he married in to the righteous seed, Canaan, two of his daughters mixed in with Lamech. But so we get to Adam and Eve, you got Abel, But Abel was killed by Cain. Was placed him. Then you got Enosh, Canaan, which was a king. Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, and look, his name. The devil is a master copier, imitator. That old wicked Cain trying to name his folks close to Adam's righteous seed. No, Cain, you the wicked seed, brother. Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, and who? Noah. It says they were king. Enoch was a king and Canaan was a king. Read the book of Jasher, you see that they were kings. Those were called Melchizedeks, with Adam being the first one. So then you get at the top on the right in red, we got Noah and his family. You got Shem. Then you got Eber. I didn't put everybody, but Shem, and I put Eber in there because he's the progenitor of what? The Hebrews. And then you got Abraham and Sarah. They were righteous parents. Do you know that? The Bible said that you daughters, y'all call yourself a daughter of Sarah, but you don't do nothing she say. She called her husband Lord, Master. Try to get a woman to call you that today. Man. He said, you call yourself a daughter. I said, they called Father Abraham. They were righteous parents. So they had Isaac, and Isaac was the promised seed. So then out of Isaac come who? Jacob and Esau. But Esau, what he do? He ended up joining Japheth and Ham. So we gonna make a left. we go. And then from Jacob came the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes, Yeshua came up out of that, who is also a father. He what? We gonna prove that. We gonna prove that. Adam was the first father of all the earth. Everybody came through him. You think you're going to be in New Jerusalem? You're going to have to come through Yeshua HaMashiach. No man coming to the Father except by who? Him. So we're going to make a left at Esau. To the left. And so Esau went into Japheth. And then we make that right. And then we come on down here in Ham too. What do you mean? He married some Canaanite women. He married some in the Ham folks, Canaan, and he joined Ram. With Japheth, he joined Rome, Chittim, however you say it. Esau is in all of the nations, just like scattered Israel is in all of the nations too. The Most High only see two kind of people. He see a righteous people or he see an unrighteous people. Two manner of people. So then we go down to Ham. Then Ham have Cush. Cush begat Nimrod, Semiramis being his wife. And, we didn't told you the story. We ain't going to get too deep. We going to briefly hit on it today, but we don't get too deep into it. And, they became Baal and Asheroth. And then, as time passed, we got the Greek kingdoms, the Roman kingdoms. And, they have engulfed all of these deities, their names, what they were called, but they all come back from Nimrod and Semiramis. So you got the Roman kingdom, and then from the Roman kingdom, you have what? Christianity. The Catholic Church. And so the Catholic Church, what they do? They have what's called Mary worship. We're going to show you what that is today too. Mary worship. And then, Christianity, they broke off from the Catholic. They saw a lot of the junk that they was into. And then we had the Protestant Reformation. Do your research on the Protestant Reformation. And through this Protestant Reformation and these nations, what they do? They reintroduce mother worship in the form of Mothering Sunday and the modern Mother's Day. We got to show you that today. Because all you got to do is connect the dots. Like Pee Wee Herman said, connect the dots. La, 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 la. If Pee Wee Herman, Most High rest his soul, he died a year or two ago. I don't know how long it's been. If he can connect the dots, you can connect the dots. That's it. This used to come on Saturday morning. If Pee Wee can connect the dots, you should be able to connect the dots. The dun 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 dun. Pee Wee Herman. But So you would this is out of order, but it's all right. But I'm gonna tell you 7 signs that something might be pagan or satanic. That said he's a brother running 7 signs. Trying to tell you, man, that shouldn't be going on over here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah. Hit the like button if you can. But 7 signs something might be pagan or satanic. Well, number one is not Yah centered. It's not centered by the. It's not focusing on Him. It involves Sunday. That's a big red flag. Has ancient god/goddess roots. Done worldwide, I mean the majority of everybody is doing. If it's done world, we're gonna show you. It's Mother's Day. It's done worldwide. And there are gifts, offerings, and eating involved with these things. But because what did Paul say? He said the kingdom of Yah is not in what eating and drinking, but in what righteousness, joy, righteousness, peace, and joy, and the ruach. No, they call it the Holy Ghost. It's centered around what birthdays and deaths are involved. What we gonna show you? Yeah, we gonna see. Does Mother Day meet? I'm telling you, Mother Day meet all this. Merchants heavily involved. Merchants. So because guess what? People gonna hate Brother Running for this. I just gotta tell you the truth. I love you that much that I'm telling you the truth. I hope I don't become your enemy, like Paul said, because I'm telling you the truth. So, the 4 common high attendance in church day. Because what do we do? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about other races, what they do on Mother's Day in their church. So I can only speak from experience of what the churches that I grew up in were Mother's Day. This is what Mother's Day. You wake up Mother's Day, you give your mama some gifts. Right? You give your mama some gifts. Then you go to church, you give the first lady a gift. You know, the pastor wife, the first lady, they ain't in the Bible. First lady ain't nowhere in the Bible. So then what you do is you go to grandma's house and you bring her a gift too. But the thing, when we go to church, what we say, we supposed to be there for the Most High. We going to the assembly to worship, to honor Him, and to learn about His word, not to give mama some gifts. Then you don't even think, and then they say before we get started today, we just want to take this time to recognize all the mamas. If you a mama, stand on up to your feet, because we appreciate you for the sacrifices you do and this and that. I don't want to hear it. If y'all ain't no Proverbs 31 woman, you don't deserve no honor. You in that church with your mama today. Oh, I took my mama to church. You just were cussing her out, taking her money, treating her bad, and treating your daddy wrong. You just cussing them out, doing them wrong. But all of a sudden, tomorrow, Father's Day. And not only that, what if you got some Hannahs sitting up in your church? Huh? Well, you got some Elizabeths sitting up in your church who want to be a mother but can't be because their womb is closed at the moment. How that supposed to make them feel? Y'all don't care how we make them feel. I remember the pastor I went to. He went to Rhema Bible College. He went to Rhema Bible College in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I had thought about going there, but then I said I was like, man, I ain't got to go there. But he said if you were married like a husband and a wife, and you both were students at Rhema, when they were all together, no hugging and kissing and holding hands. He said we got to worry about the singles. Sometimes it make the singles feel bad. I said, you know what? Everything that we do need to do everything we do with the next person in mind. So, but he said the 4 common high attendance days in churches. I forgot the site where I got this from. I think it's called churchwise.com or something like that. But anyway, this is the founder and CEO. He said, whenever I do any type of consultation or consultation with the church, I ask to see the attendance records. You know, like Brother Ronnie used to keep them, right? I used to keep the attendance records. Most church leaders don't realize the reason behind the. Oh, hold on. He said, and though it is not a rule without exception, typically see. He said, I typically see 3 to 4 spikes in attendance. Most church leaders don't realize the reason behind these spikes. They therefore do not plan strategically and prayerfully. I understand numbers are not everything, but what are the 4 days that he see? He says, Easter. That number 1. 2, Christmas Eve. 3, Mother's Day. Let's read the Mother's Day. When he said Mother's Day, the reason for the spike. Moms desire to have many family members attend church together. The spike, thus, is typically a mix of nominal Christians and non-Christians. The spike of Mother's Day is usually not as large as that of Easter or Christmas Eve, but it's a bit. A Mother's Day, the restaurants packed. Church parking lots packed. Packed. You know, that's what we call CME Christians. You know, you only see them 3 times a year on Sunday: Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. Them what they call CMEs. That's a little joke that people always have of talking about these particular people. But we're going to look at Mother's and Father's Day in the U.S. So many people that are proponents of Mother's and Father's Day, and when you tell them, oh, it's pagan, they'll say, no, it wasn't. It's different from that. It's different from back then. Because, you know, Mother's Day, 1914. And I don't know if that's, it's, 1914, they said Father's Day gained the same status as being nationally recognized in 1972. 1914 and 1972. We already heard Solomon said, when the stuff that we do today, we forget that it already happened back then. But when people like me try to tell you, hey, that's the same thing. So let's look at some more numbers. Let's look at some numbers. Father's Day versus Mother's Day. This is what they said is. This from Statista.com. Father's Day versus Mother's Day. Let's look at it. 2019, they said what the average spending was. So through the years. So for Father's Day, $138 to $196. Father's Day in 2020, $148 to $204. Father's Day 2021, $174 to $220. Father's Day, you see it every single, and look in 2023. Look at that big gap. $196, almost a $200 no, not 200. Almost $100 gap. Why is that? Everybody, Mama Day, the mama worship. That's what mom. We got so many mama's boys around here. And Mother's Day causes a lot of headaches in households because mama, she want to go see her mama. We don't want to see your mama. You should tell your wife it's called Mother's Day. You're my wife. You're not my mother. Your children, they supposed to give you something for Mother's Day. Whatever they decide to give you. If they ask me for some money, okay, I give you. Not me, I'm just saying the fathers. Causing trouble. Wow, we spending more time with you. It's Mother's Day. That's my mother. And Father's Day, oh, we just forget him. Sometimes he don't even get nothing. So, how many people celebrate Mother's Day? We just talking about it in America right now. It says 84% of Americans are expected to celebrate the holiday or the holy day. The Federation says shoppers will spend about $254 per person on Mother's Day and celebrations. And the expected total spending amount on flowers this year will be about $3.2 billion. Oh my, just on flowers. That's just the flowers. And another one, the one on the bottom is from financebuzz.com, Mother's Day statistics. It says Americans plan to spend 35.7 billion dollars on Mother's Day related gifts and activities in 2023. 84% of Americans said they would celebrate Mother's Day in some way this year. Mother's Day is the third most lucrative holiday of the year for florists, following only what? Valentine's and Christmas. They spend $3.2 billion on flowers. There are an estimated 2 billion mothers around the world right now, and Mother's Day is celebrated in more than 100 countries. But I'm just telling you, Mother's Day is just a tradition of men. What the Bible say about traditions? This is Colossians 2, 6-8. As ye have therefore received Yeshua HaMashiach the Master, so walk ye in him. We supposed to walk in him. Rooted, establish roots in this word. Rooted and built up in him. Established in the faith as ye have been taught. Abounding therein with what? Thanksgiving. Beware lest any man spoil you through what? Philosophy. We're going to show you what that is. I don't just read words and not show you what it is. And what? Vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the what? The world. We always talking about that worldly. What the heck does worldly mean? Of the world. Like the world. And not after Hamashiach. Oh, y'all gonna hate me today. You're going to hate me today. But let's look up philosophy, traditions, and rudiments. That word philosophy, that word is philosophia. It says a love of science. Systematic philosophy in the New Testament, the philosophy of the Jewish gnosis, or, Gnostic, that means people that think they know everything. Knowledge. They got that secret knowledge. In the Strong's, it said philosophy. That is, but specifically what? Jewish sophistry, philosophy. Let's look at the one at the bottom. It says under the Thayer, it said usually either of the zeal, or it can be the zeal for or skill in any art or science, any branch of knowledge. So it can be Jewish philosophy, but it can be any kind of knowledge, folks. It said used once in the New Testament of the theology, or rather theosophy of certain Jewish Christian ascetics. What do you mean by ascetics? They was doing stuff like, you can't eat no meat. We can't eat this meat. Why? Because it was offered in that temple to that idol. They would anything material, we don't throw that out. We don't need that. Ascetics, that means living a strict, disciplined life. It said, which busied itself with refined and speculative inquiries into nature and the classes of angels, If you keep reading, Paul said, don't be worshiping angels. And to the ritual of the Mosaic law and the regulations of Jewish tradition respecting practical life. Well, just traditions, folks. What about paradosis? It says that word tradition is paradosis. It says what is transmitted in the way of teaching, precept, doctrine, tradition, traditionary law, handed down from what? Age to age. That's what traditions are. It says that is a precept, specifically the Jewish traditionary law. We're going to show you one in just a second. Ordinance or tradition. It says paradosis down under the Thayer. It says letter 2, a given over which is done by word or mouth or in writing. Or this is what we do. These are our traditions. What you say, Paul? Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world. One more to look at rudiments. Storchion. It says an element. That's why you had the Stoics. We we went over them. We looked at the Stoics a little bit in the Olympic class. It says an element or rudiment of any intellectual or religious system. Down it says under the Thayer, any first thing from which the other belonging to some series or composite whole take their rise an element or the first principles. We don't want to be operating by the principles of the world. Down at the bottom, it said 1D, the elements, rudiment, primary, and fundamental principles of any art, science, or discipline. We don't want to be spoiled through any of them things. We just want to do what? Walk like Yeshua did. That's all we want to do. That's all we should be trying to do. But because before we jump off in this, it said, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity with Yah? Whosoever will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yah. What does friendship mean in the Greek? It's philia, affection. Fun. You're not supposed to have an affection or a funness with what the world doing. 84% of them celebrate Mother's Day. Funness. We have fun memories on Mother's Day. But everything is like I told you, got to connect the dots. You may have a paper that just have dots on it. You don't know what it is. But then once you connect all the dots, that's what it is. Ah. But it says the next one is the other word friend is philos, which is very closely related to philia. It says, dear, love, dear, devoted. Don't be devoted to the world. If you want to be devoted to the world, you are an enemy of the Most High. It says a congenial associate. Like she won Miss Congeniality. She's just the friendliest person. Philos. Properly, dear, that is a friend, effective, fun, that is friendly, an associate. Don't be an associate with, don't be an associate, or be associated with them. I tell my kid, they tell me my friend, I said, them ain't your friends, them just somebody you know. They're your associates. They're just somebody you know. I said, you won't know who your friend is from years to now when stuff get tight, when stuff get hairy. When stuff hits the fan, when it get down to the nitty gritty, you find out who your friends are. Then, like when you get ready to move, who help you? Hey man, I'm getting ready to move. Oh man, I'm gonna be out of town. Oh man, I gotta. It says the philos is an associate, he who associates familiarly with one, a companion. 1D, one of the bridegroom's friends who is on his behalf acts the hand of the bride and render him various service in closing the marriage and celebrating the nuptials. That's why he said, if you don't supposed to be a friend of the world, you're supposed to be a friend of the Most High. That's why I said, ye adulterers and adulteresses. If you're doing what they doing, you cheating on the Most High. Let's look up enemies. He said, because if you that's enmity. What is it? Discord. Enmity is discord. You're feuding with the Most High if you're doing everything that the world is doing. Whether it's Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, and the like. Sunday. Yep. Good friend of mine said, who I highly respect. He said, man, I wouldn't be caught dead in a Sunday church. I said, whoa, that's a bit extreme. I don't go. I'm not finna. The Bible in 2 Timothy chapter 5, I didn't put it in here, but let's take a look at it. It says, some along the line of, be ye not partakers of another man's sin. And here I go, gonna get in trouble. Is it 1 Timothy or 2? He didn't even know 2 Timothy chapter 5, so it got to be 1 Timothy chapter 5. Did I do it? No. So hold on. Yeah, I got in trouble. hold on. Let me look it up real quick. I thought I knew where it was. Let me look it up real quick. Give me 1 second, folks. Let's see. Let's see. Type that in there. Give me 1 second. Okay. It says 1 Timothy chapter 5. I was right about chapter 5. But it says, do not lay hands on anyone hastily, nor share in other people's sins. Keep yourself pure. Do not lay hands on anyone hastily, nor share in other people's sin. Don't share in if they are. I ain't saying if they kept the Shabbat on Saturday, and then the next day they just visit. They're just going to visit somebody at a church. I ain't saying if, but you know all them other people that's there. Most of the people that's there, they're substituting a Sunday for the Sabbath. That's why I don't go. I'm trying to tell you. Let me get back to y'all done messed up. Hold up. All right, I'm back. Yeah. Hit that like button if y'all can. Hit that like button. Let's see. Thank y'all for coming on in today. Oh, they gave one of our subscribers, but they be playing games with our stuff. We last week was at 869. Now we're at 871. But last night it was 870. The day before 869. They just up down, up down. I said, let me stop looking at it. It don't really matter. But enmity, you are in a feud or discord with the Most High. You have alienation. You have alienated Him. Enemy. That word is ekthros. Ekthros. It's real similar to the Greek 2189 ekthra. It says hated. You hate the Most High. You disfavor Him. Inimical. I don't know that word. Hostile. An enemy. An adversary. You an adversary. You know, like in the Greek, adversary is Satan. The Strong says hateful, meaning you're full of hate. You're hostile. It says an adversary, especially Satan, enemy, foe. Look down at the Thea, way at the bottom. It says a certain enemy, the hostile one, the devil, who is the most bitter enemy of the divine government. You're against the divine government if you are participating in any pagan or satanic thing. So what we got to do to prove today is Mother's Day and is Father's Day, are they pagan? Are they satanic? If they are, you're an enemy of the Most High. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, these be my favorite kind of teachers, boy. I just get my research juices just flowing. I love these kind of classes. But what it say? What John say? The one who had his head buried in Yeshua's bosom at the what they call the Last Supper or the Passover. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Do you love the world? For some, all that is in the world, what it is, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. What? Because we always wanting stuff. We looking, oh wow, that's nice. Folks, don't get your mama some. Oh, they upset. Don't let them have a girlfriend that my son or my daughter, they got this for me, and they looking, they want it too. When you're supposed to do something all the days of the year. You ask my parents what, I'm not going to say what I have done for them, but they'll tell you, my son, he might don't call us as much as he do, but when we need him, he show up and show out. That's all I say on that. That's all I say on that. He show up, show out, show up, show out. One of my students named Otis. He a little rap star, been on Ellen and Steve Harvey show. That one his show. Show up, show out, show up, show out. Played on my basketball team too. Yeah. The world passeth away and the lust thereof, all that stuff. But he that doeth the will of Yah will abide forever. All this stuff gonna pass away. All of this stuff gonna pass away. But guess what? What people love to do, because they, from a whipper, from when they was little, all the way up until now, they've been doing these things. Just like the children of Israel used to do. Who you say you engrafted into? In those days, there was no king in Israel, but every man did that which was right in his own eyes. So important, he said it again in Judges 21:25. In those days, there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes. But what do we say? We are honoring our mother and father. Air quotes. That's why we are celebrating Mother's and Father's Day. Because we do know the commandment, Exodus 20:12 says, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy Elohim, Yahuwah, thy Elohim, giveth thee. Deuteronomy 5:16 say the same thing. It says, honor thy father and mother as the Most High thy Elohim have commanded thee, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which the Most High thy Elohim giveth thee. Because a lot of us, we don't know what honor means. What does it even mean? We're going to look at it. We got a class. We did a 10 Commandments series where we did all 10 Commandments. But the word honor is... That word is, what's that Hebrew word? Kabod. Honor, glorify, honorable, heavy, hardened, glorious, sore, made heavy, chargeable. Meaning, when you supposed to, whatever they tell you, they're supposed to weigh on you, where you are heavily considering what they telling you. To be heavy, be weighty, be grievous. It said glorify. When Yeshua did what his father said, it glorified the Father. And the Son, he was glorified too. When you do what somebody say. It said chargeable. To be heavy, weighty, be grievous, be hard, be rich, be honorable, be glorious, be burdensome, be honored. I like the one the Strongs down at the Brown Driver Briggs lexicon. It said to be heavy, weighty. Whatever they telling you, you're supposed to weigh that heavily. Leviticus 19:3 say, ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbaths. Not the world Sabbath days, holidays. He said mine. What does fear mean? It says it's yareh. It's to a primitive root to fear, morally to revere, causing to be frightened. You need to be scared, frightened. What will happen to you if you don't do what they say? But we gotta see, brother. We supposed to obey. No, you don't gotta obey your parents. They tell you to do something wrong. Children and parents. It says, children, Ephesians 6:1-4, children, obey your parents in what? In the Most High. For this is right. You have to obey them in Yahweh. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on earth. You're going through bad times. How you treating your folks? How you treating your folks? How you treating your peeps? They ain't got no food. You eating good. What? They ain't got no money. They need some money. You good. My mom and daddy, if we go out to eat, they don't never pay for their meal. If you with me and we eat, man, put that away. You hear what I'm saying? They don't pay. Every time I done went out eating with my mom and dad, I picked their bill up. That's what you supposed to do. My mother-in-law, if we either all of them go in or one of them do it or all put in. I didn't went toward the putting there, man. No, we only been. We just sitting in a restaurant that many, maybe like 4 or 5 times. But her sons, they picked that tab up as it should be. I didn't went in on it a time or two. Matter of fact, they pay for everybody. I like going to dinner with them. Oh, they pay for, that's how it's supposed to be. Come with your mama who's man once a year, like Zolma said. It said that it may be what you struggling. How you treat them? Do you hate your mama? Do you hate your daddy? If you do, the Most High hates you. You an enemy of his. It says, and ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath. You know, get on them. You ain't got a harp, calling them stupid, dumb, and all that kind of junk. You ain't no good. No, don't do that to your kids. Because guess what? One day, when they get old, they not going to honor you. It says, and ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of and the teachings of the Most High. That's all they mean. But the word obey means to give ear, to listen, to obey. But Paul said, in Yahweh. They tell me, let's we gonna keep this pagan fit. No. Come on over here and we gonna hunt these Easter eggs with the children. No, I had to tell my mama that one. I said, no, we not gonna do that. Oh, it's just no, mama. Love and appreciate you, but we're not doing that. Oh, it's Easter. We don't celebrate Easter. I'm sorry. But hype, the word is, he said hype, it says hype akuo. It said to give ear, to listen, obey, submissive, acceptance. The strong to what? Listen attentively. By implication, to heed or conform to a command or authority. Hearken, be obedient to obey. But the key word is in the master. You hear me? Go, what should what should parents be teaching their children? What should they be doing? I want to read this one first, though. That question should have been on this one. It says, hearken unto thy father that begat thee. Despise not thy mother when she old. Don't despise them. Listen to your daddy. Listen to your mama. Don't despise them when she old. Buy thee truth. What is it? It's scrolling. And sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice. And he that begetteth a wise child, what does it mean? A child that listens, that obeys the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Yah shall have joy in him. Won't be proud of him. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that bare thee shall rejoice. Mm-hmm. So what should parents be teaching their children? Deuteronomy 6:4-9. Hear, O Israel, which everybody say that's listening today, and Sunday Christian, they'll tell you Romans chapter 11, I'm engrafted into Israel, but they don't do nothing Israel's supposed to do. They participate in all kind of pagan festivals like Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, and the like. We gonna see if mother and father they fit the criteria. We gonna see. Y'all show quiet over there now. Maybe y'all just learning over there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. They quiet over there today. But you shouldn't even be arguing with you. I don't argue with my parents. If I don't agree, I just get up out of there. They might be wrong, but you ain't got to argue with them. You shouldn't raise your voice at them. But they wick still. Don't. Remove yourself. Hear, O Israel. He said the Most High Elohim is one Elohim, and thou shalt love the Most High thy Elohim with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto you. What? The commandments. Keep the Shabbat. Ingrain that in them now. Now, today. Don't wait. See, they know most when we were growing up, we knew Sunday, that's the day you go to church. We know that. We grew up from a whipper now. That's why you got to grow them up in the Shabbat. And the children, they love to have fun and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't even be hammering them. So, they love to play games and all that. Right now, children like to play. You just make sure they know this the Shabbat. We to keep it holy. No sin on this day. If they playing their little games and whatnot, you don't want them growing up hating the Sabbath. I love it. When I saw that's what it was, that's what it is. And these words which I commanded, you got to what? Teach them to your children. And shalt talk of them when thou sittest down in thy house, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. My wife had worksheets for them to do. The testing and quizzing them. Little Robert already know first 5. He just turned 5. He know them Torah books. He knows some scriptures. He quotes some scriptures too. Now, is he obeying them yet? But he know them though. And he's saying, thou shalt bind them upon thy hand, meaning you doing it. And there be frontlets between thy eyes, you thinking about it all the time. And thou shalt write them down upon the post of thy house and on thy gates. Oh, I'm going around. Oh, what's going on? Oh, wrong button. No, I'm on there. I'm on the wrong screen. What's going on? All right. It says, what should they be doing? Proverbs 3 and Proverbs 4. My son, forget not my law. Keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Why do they keep saying that? Disrespect your mama. Disrespect your daddy. Talk crazy to them. Don't help them when they need it. See what happened to you. A father's wise instruction. Hear ye, children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and what? Live. You don't do what your mom and daddy say, you die. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go to traditions and commandments. Corbin, because some people use this to say, well, that's so we can keep Mother's Day. It don't say nothing about no Mother's Day and Father's Day in here. But they use this. They also use this to say they can eat pigs. It don't say nothing about no pigs, no nothing, but we can keep Mother's Day and we can keep and we can eat pigs. You can also find this in Matthew chapter 15, but I didn't put Matthew chapter 15 one in here. But traditions and commandments. Corbin, we're talking about Corbin. Not Corbin, a person, but Corbin. That means a gift. Then came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes which came from Jerusalem. And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, unwashed hands, they found fault. That's what this whole thing about. How we know? For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands often, eat not. They don't eat without washing their hands. That's a good custom, good practice. What do? Hold in the traditions of the elders. And when they come from the market, except they wash, they eat not. Go back up to verse 2. The Pharisees, it says, when they saw some of his disciples eat bread, eat pigs, eat shrimp, eat catfish. No, eating bread with their hands not washed. But let's go back. What they said. And so it said, and when they come from the market, except they wash, they don't eat. They ain't washing their hands until they not eating food until they wash their hands. And many other things there be, which they have received to hold as the washing of cups and pot. They took it to a whole nother level. I showed y'all a video before. They had a special boy. I said, okay. And then the Pharisees and the scribe asked him, why not? Why walk not thy disciples according to the traditions of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hand? And he, meaning Yeshua, answered and said unto them, well have Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Y'all doing all this stuff. Y'all doing all this, washing your hands and stuff, but you don't care nothing about my word. You care about your traditions more than you care about my word. Howbeit, Yeshua said, howbeit in vain. They do worship me. Christians, when they keep Christmas, yes, they worshiping the Most High, but in vain. Teaching for the doctrines, the commandments of men. Every whatever Sunday in May and every whatever Sunday in June, that's the commandments of men. Don't go to work on a day and what you get your wife for Mother's Day? Nothing. What you do for the children for Easter? Not a thing. For laying aside the commandment of men, the commandment of Yah, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups and many such things, other such things ye like things you do. And he said unto them, full well, ye reject the commandment of Yah, that you may keep your own tradition. The Most High said, don't worship me the way the heathen worship their stuff. But we reject the Most High commandments. That you may keep your own tradition. And that's the same word, paradosis, that we already looked at in Colossians chapter 2. You know, when we looked at rudiments, traditions, and philosophy. But this word tradition, the same word paradosis. For Moses said, honor your mother and father, and whosoever curseth father or mother, let him die to death. Wishing harm on your parents, you gonna die to death. But ye say, if a man say to his father or mother, it is Corban, that is to say, a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, he shall be free. So what are they talking about? Let's read the rest of it. It said, and ye suffer him no more to do aught for his mother or his father or his mother. So Corban was a gift it's a gift that you brought to the temple. And so they didn't do, these wicked people, the scribes and Pharisees said, if you do Corban, you ain't got to do nothing else for your mom and daddy. It's a gift. They should be glad. I'm just giving this to the temple. And he said, and ye suffer him and you allow him no more to do out for his father. You tell him you ain't got to do nothing else for your mom and daddy. See, people use this and say, this talking about Mother's and Father's Day. This ain't talking about no Mother's and Father's Day. This talking about these Jewish people had their own tradition. These scribes and Pharisees had their own traditions. Yehudim had their own traditions where they said, if you give a gift to the temple, that's good enough. You ain't got to do nothing else for your mom and your daddy. Making the word of Yah of no effect through your tradition. When you go by tradition, you make the Most High's word of no effect. What? In your life. He says, by your tradition, which ye have delivered, and many such like things do ye. Well, what is Corban? Corban, that means what? It says, of Hebrew of Chaldean origin, respectively, a votive, offering, and offering, a consecrated present to the temple fund. See, they gave it all to the church, but said, Mom and Daddy, y'all kick rocks. This ain't got nothing to do with no mothers and no fathers. So people have used these scriptures to say, see, it's all right to keep Mother's Day. See, man, get out of here. But let's look at that word honoreth. Honor is in honor in Greek. It says, so we gonna build upon it. Listen to what they say and watch this. To estimate in respect or worth. You hold their opinion in high regard. To hold in estimation, respect, honor, reverence. It says to treat with honor, manifest consideration towards. Do you talk to your mom and dad? Is crazy? To treat graciously, kindly, to prize, fix a valuation upon, honor, hold them with high esteem. Is weighty, care about what they talking about. Honoreth is timios. It's close to timao, but it says precious, costly, of great price. If you really honored your mom and daddy, you would them Hebrews back then, they wouldn't have they wouldn't have gave it to the temple. They would say, you know what? I can't give it to the temple. Because matter of fact, the temple is for people that need anyway, but they would have said, you know what? No, my mom and dad need this. Or the temple get half, my mom and dad get the other half. Yeah. Give your mom and dad some money. Do you? Or you just wait till Mother's Day to give them $50 or a gift card and a card. And that's all you do the whole year. Man. Oh man. You see it. But guess what? There was a time where you did honor and respect your mom and dad. Watch this. The Most High is set apart, holy. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the children of the congregation of Israel, and say to them, ye shall be set apart, for I, the Most High, your Elohim, am set apart, sanctified, holy. Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbaths, not the world. You know the Sabbaths, we're going to show you what they are. His Sabbaths, not the world Sabbaths. And when it says Sabbaths with an S, the Most High talking about the weekly Sabbath and his holy days. His holy days. Every man shall fear or honor his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbaths. Had a preacher one time, he used to say, the Bible say, I don't never say honor or fear your mama and father, because the Bible always say father first. Then somebody in the church said, well, look at, what about Leviticus 19:3? Mother first. But to his credit, he was like, you know what? I never had seen that. And I'm going to stop saying that. He said, ye shall every man fear his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbaths. I am the Most High, your Elohim. Skip to verse 30. In the same chapter, ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yah. We ain't even got into the Mother's and Father's Day yet. He said, you shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Most High. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek out the wizards to be defiled by them. You know, folks that took tarot cards and all this reading the stars and horoscopes and all that kind of stuff, palm reading. He said, don't regard them. Don't hold them in high esteem. Who we supposed to hold in high esteem when you keeping the Most High Sabbaths or his holy days? Thou shalt rise up. He said, thou shalt, verse 32, thou shalt rise up before the hoary head. That's the man, gray haired folks, the elders, and honor the face of the old man, and fear thy Elohim. I am the Most High. That's how you honor them. You honor your parents with your life too. What you out there doing? You selling drugs? You out there in the streets, clubbing, drinking, doing all kind of stuff? He said, keep my Sabbaths and honor your mom and daddy. What are his Sabbaths? Leviticus 23, 1-3. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of Yahweh, which ye shall proclaim to be what? Holy convocations. The feast of who? Yahweh. Not with the 84% that's out there. These are my feasts. The Most High said, these mine. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is a day of rest and a holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Most High, your Elohim, in all your dwelling. Wherever you live, the 7th day is a Shabbat. So let's go and get started with Father's Day. Happy Father. Look at that bell. That's so cute, sweet. The daddy hand with the little baby hand. I'm going to tell you, that's powerful, though. When you do have your children, when they smile like that, you just marvel and wonder, just holding their little hand. You just marvel and wonder at that. Oh my son, when he was first born, I was the first person he saw. Cut up, you're gonna be the last person. I'm gonna be the last person you see too. You hear me? But I mean, when he opened his eyes and looked at me in a little bit of hands, I was like, my goodness, praising the Most High for it, right? Oh my goodness. He opened them eyes up. Boy, I was the first, all my children, I was the first person all of them saw. But now, my wife saw the other 3, but I saw him first. He opened his eyes up, and he was just looking at me. Say, I'm your daddy, boy. But let's start with Father's Day. Father's Day was inaugurated in the United States in the early 20th century to complement Mother's Day. Father's Day was inaugurated in the United States in the early 20th century to complement Mother's Day. So really, Mother's Day is the key to unlocking all of it. But we're going to do Father's Day first. In celebrating fathers, fathering and fatherhood. Father's Day was founded in Spokane, Washington, in Israel. No, Spokane, Washington, at the YMCA. YMCA, YMCA. You know what they used to go on in them YMCAs. You see them village people. Young man. I said, young man. I said, you there. I don't even know the words. That's what I'm saying. Oh boy. He said they knew who their dad was. I don't know. Could be. But let's look at this. Is the founder of it. It said because she Sonora Smart Dodd. She died in 1978, but it exists because she wanted to honor her single dad. You see right here, the dude with the Mercutio mustache and beard. Noble. But let's start with Father's Day. Father's Day is an annual holiday honoring people's father and celebrating the fatherhood, paternal bonds, and the influence of fathers in society. It was first proposed by Sonora Smart Dodd of Spokane, Washington in 1908. It is currently celebrated in the United States annually on the 3rd Sunday. But the history of it, Father's Day was inaugurated in the United States in the early 20th century to complement Mother's Day. And so you see that. But Father's Day is Spokane, Washington. Her father, the Civil War veteran, William Jackson Smart, was a single parent who raised his 6 children there after hearing a sermon about Anna Jarvis. That's the other lady. Mother's Day at Central Methodist Episcopal Church. So, hey, Sunday keeping when all this stuff is happening. She told her pastors that fathers should have a similar holiday honoring them. Although she initially suggested her father's birthday. I told you. The pastors of Spokane Ministerial Allowance did not have enough time to prepare their sermons, and the celebration was deferred to the third Sunday. She wanted it on her daddy's birthday. It did not have much success initially. It still don't, because Mama Day overtake it. In the 1920s, Dodd stopped promoting the celebration because she was studying at the Art Institute of Chicago, and it faded into relative obscurity even in Spokane. In the 1930s, Dodd returned to Spokane and started promoting the celebration again, raising awareness at a national level. She had to help she had the help of those groups that would benefit from the holiday. For example, the manufacturers of ties, tobacco pipes, and traditional presents to father. Since 1938, she had the help of a Father's Day Council founded by the New York Associated Menswear Retailers to consolidate and systemize the commercial promotion. Americans, what they do? What did Americans originally? Americans resisted the holiday, just like they used to resist Christmas. They resisted the holiday at first, perceiving it as just an attempt by merchants to replicate the commercial success of Mother's Day. And newspapers frequently features cynical and sarcastic attacks and jokes, but the trade groups did not give up. They kept promoting it and even incorporated the jokes into their adverts or advertisements, and they eventually succeeded. By the mid 1980s, the Fathers Council wrote, Father's Day has become a second Christmas for all the men's gift-oriented industries. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right. A second Christmas. A bill to accord national recognition of the holiday was introduced in Congress in 1913. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson went to Spokane to speak at the Father's Day celebration and wanted to make it official, but Congress resisted. You see, just like we see, they keep on uh uh resisting. I mean, they were resisting of it at first. Let's go down to the green in the second paragraph. A Father's Day service. It says a Father's Day service was held on July 5th, 1908 in Fairmont, West Virginia in the Williams Memorial Methodist Episcopal Church South, now known as Central United Methodist Church. Trying to tell y'all, man. But it said, and this woman that was really pushing it at this point, her name was Grace Golden, was mourning. What was she doing? Mourning the loss of her father, who died on December 6, 1907, in a mining accident. Skip ahead. It said Clayton suggested to her pastor, Robert Thomas Webb, that he should honor all those fathers. Clayton chose the Sunday nearest to the birthday of her father. Skip down. It says Clayton also may have been inspired by Anna Jarvis's crusade to establish Mother's Day. She was. And then it says another, in 1911, Jane Addams proposed a citywide Father's Day in Chicago. She was turned down. And notice, all of these are what? Women. We ain't had a dude yet. Anna Jarvis. Who else? Sonora Dodd. Grace Golden Clayton. Jane Addams. But let's go to Malachi real quick. Because, hey, how you honor the Most High? How you honor the Most High? It said, a priest polluted offerings. A son honored his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is my honor? He said, and if I be a master, where is my fear? Said the Most High said, do what I say. He talking to these priests, priests that despise my name, and say, wherein have we despised our name? Ye offer polluted bread on my altar. You offer polluted food on my altar. I didn't told you what kind of food you're supposed to give me. He says, wherein have we polluted thee? In that ye say, the table of the Most High is contemptible, and if ye offer the blind for a sacrifice, is it not evil? And if you offer the lame and the sick, is it not evil? Offer it now and give it to your governor. See if he'll take it. Most High said firstling. But when did they bring these firstlings? When did they bring them? At the feast days. at the feast days, 3 times in a year. And the Most High said he won't honor at his feast days. Not Sunday Christians' feast days. So we're gonna look at the first parents. The Most High and the earth were the first parents. Adam and Eve were also the first parents, just regular. So let's look at it real quick. We got to get moving. It says the first father was the highest. You can see it in Luke 1:32. He, that's Yeshua, the last Adam, shall be great and shall be called the son of the highest. Folk that say he ain't got no son, yes he do. In the blue, the highest was the father of the first Adam also. Luke 3:38 tell you so. Adam, which was the son of Yah. The first mother was what? The earth. And the Most High formed man, which is Adam, of the dust of the ground. That's the earth. That's his mama. That's where he came from. How we know? Genesis 3:23. Therefore, the Most High sent him, Adam, forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground, the earth from which he was taken. That's his mama. Because guess what? The Most High, you still supposed to be honoring those. You still supposed to honor the Most High and the earth. And every day, not one day. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the day that they should be judged, that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, that obey you, who honor you. That's the Father. Small and great, and thou shalt destroy them which destroy the earth. That's the first mother. How we know? The mother. And right here, Genesis 4:10-11, he talking to Cain. He said, you kill your brother. It said, now thou art cursed from the earth. Her mouth. That was the first mama. Let's go to the first parents. Adam called, we already told you Adam called his wife named Eve because she was the mother of all living. She was the mama of all living. So if she the mother of all living, that would make what? Adam the daddy of all the living. And unto Adam also and to his wife did the Most High make coats of skin and clothe them. And Abraham agrees too in Joshua 11:46. He said, did not our fathers in the days of old sin in this matter, worshiping idols, which started with Enosh. Remember that chart I showed you? Enosh. Who did Enosh come from? Adam. All the way back up from Adam. Them the first parents. Yeshua is also a father. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father. Adam was supposed to be everlasting too. The Prince of Peace. There's supposed to be peace and prosperity on the earth under Adam, Melchizedek. Everlasting. He the first one. Yeshua is the firstborn of all creation. Trying to tell you, but let's keep it pushing. Let's go to Jasher. Now we're going to look at the first fake parents. Because Nimrod and Semiramis, they are just cheap imitations of Adam and Eve. That's all they are. The first parent, this is Jasher 7:24-30. And the garments of skin which the Most High made for Adam and his wife when they went out of the garden were given to Cush. So now I'm finna tell you how they got the Cush. For after the death of Adam and his wife, the garments were given to Enoch, the son of Jared. And when Enoch was taken up to the Most High, he gave them to Methuselah, his son. And at the death of Methuselah, Noah took them and brought them to the ark, and they were with him until he went out of the ark. And in their going out, Ham stole the garments from Noah, his father, and he took them and hid them from his brothers. And when Ham begat his firstborn Cush, he gave him the garments in secret. And they were with Cush many days. And Cush also concealed them from his sons and his brothers. And when Cush had begotten Nimrod, he gave those garments through his love for him. And Nimrod grew. And when he was 20 years old, he put on the garments. Nimrod became strong when he put on the garments. And he was what was he what he became a strong man. Strong man, you gotta get out of here, cause you're wasting your time. And the more I can do a whole lesson on that. You know, when Yeshua said, you know, strong man, how can you bind a strong man and take his goods? Strong man, you better get out of here, cause you wasting your time. Devil, you wasting your time. You ain't got much. and, Yah gave him might and strength, and he was a mighty hunter in the earth. He was a mighty hunter in the field, and he hunted animals, and he built altars, and he offered them the idols before the Most High. And so let's skip. But over time, he got prideful. Watch this. Joshua 7:44-47. He became so mighty. He started just beating up everybody. Japheth conquering them. Just beating up everybody. And Nimrod dwelt in Shinar, which means this is Babylon, the ancient way to say Babylon, which means confusion. And he reigned securely, and he fought his enemies, and he subdued them, and he prospered in all his battles, and his kingdom became very great. And all nations and tongues heard of his fame, and they gathered themselves to him, and they bowed down to the earth, and they brought him offerings. Who do he think he is? Who do he think he is? He wearing Adam clothes. He wearing Adam garments. He wearing his clothes strong and conquering everything. And they brought him offerings. He wearing Adam clothes, Adam the first father. What you think he is? You keep reading later, he telling all the people on the earth, it's because of me you got all you got. Don't give it to them. Don't tell the Most High. Don't give the glory to him up there. Matter of fact, we're gonna build his tower. We're gonna go up there and beat him down. And the Most High said, no, you won't. It says, and brought him offers, and he became their Lord and King, just like Adam was, over all the earth. Read in here the Talmud when they talk about when Adam died, the great pomp in which he was buried, they like he was a king. He was. But let's keep reading. He said, they brought Nimrod all this stuff. He reigned over the earth and over all of the sons of Noah. They were all under his power and counsel. And the earth was of one tongue and unions, but Nimrod did not go in the way. He did not go in the way. Now, at first he was. We all start off in a ball of fire. We all start off. But you get too prideful, you're going to fall. And he made gods of what? He made gods of wood, stone, and he bowed down to him. He rebelled against the Most High and taught all his subjects and all the people of the earth his wicked ways. All modern religions come from these two, Baal and Asherah. I done showed y'all this all the time. All these names they known by. Mother of harlots, Queen of heaven, Ashtaroth, Baal, Zeus, Poseidon, Jupiter. There's a Bacchus, Dionysus. Go watch that Mason class. You know, they flagged my class last week, man. Flagged it. Just because I ain't even talk about the blank earth. The blank earth that much. They flagged it. Molech, Baal, Balus, Atlas, Saint Valentine, Dagon. Some of these names in your Bible. Tammuz, Osiris, Regina Coeli, Queen of Heaven. My name Regina. I gotta change my name. No, you do not have to change your name. Isis, Tara, Asheroth, Aphrodite, Venus, Libertas, Mother Harlot, Ishtar, Durga, Diana in your Bible. Isabel, Frigga, Gaia, Easter, Artemis, Ashtoreth, Asherah, Hathor, Ostara, Great Mother, Magna, Mater. Baal worship was all in the children of Israel. They did it. I'm telling you, Mother's Day and Father's Day is the same thing. Baal worship in the Bible, Judges 2:13, and the children of Israel, they forsook the Most High and served Baal and Ashtaroth. 1 Samuel 7:4. Then the children of Israel did put away the Baal. One time they did put them away, but guess what they always do? They go back and they serve the Balaam and the Ashtaroth and serve the Most High only. But they go right back to it after a while. Romans 11:4. But what said the answer of Yah unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed their knee to the image of Baal. I won't do it. Mother's Day is the key to unlocking Father's Day. So let's look at Mother's Day. It says, you can see the little picture on the left. It said Mother's Day. Mother's Day is an annual holiday celebrated in the United States on the second Sunday of May. Mother's Day recognizes mothers, motherhood, and maternal bonds in general, as well as their positive contribution to their families and society. Sound noble, don't it? So, see, stuff that sound innocent, it do be sound innocent. Look in the Old Testament, Uzzah. Most High said, don't touch the ark. The donkey stumbled and the ark about to fall. It was noble that he wanted to keep the ark of the Most High from hitting the ground. But when he caught it, what happened? When he put his hand on it, the Most High struck out against him and killed him. David got mad, but then David also got respectful too. As well as their positive contributions to their family and society. It was established by Anna Jarvis. You remember her? Yeah, her. It says, Anna Jarvis with the first Mother's Day celebrated through a service of worship at St. Andrew. How did that work? We here for the Most High. We want to thank the we here for the Most High. We ain't here to be bringing you the gifts today. For birthdays, pastor and the first lady, they want a birthday gift too. Yeah, you know, if you in these black churches, they expecting that. One year the pastor, and then many people bring the first lady any gifts. Man, he got on us, man. But at the end, everybody wrote checks out and pulled cash out, and he don't never let this happen again. I said, oh, is she sure? Oh boy. It was established by Anna Jarvis with the first Mother's Day celebrated through a service of worship at St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Grafton, West Virginia, May 10th, 1908. Popular observances include holiday card, holy day card, and gift giving. Church going, I told you, this how you know. Often accompanied by the distribution of carnations and family dinners. In the United States, Mother's Day complements similar celebration honoring family members such as Father's Day, Siblings Day, and what? Grandparents' Day. Internationally, many Mother's Day celebrations have different origins and tradition. Some also influenced by this more recent American tradition. For the international celebration, see Mother's Day, and you know we will. But it says during the 19th century, women's groups, women's peace groups, this who keep on doing this stuff, in the United States, tried establishing holidays and regular activities in favor of peace and against war. Make love, not war. Skip. In 1868, Anna Jarvis's mother, organized a committee to establish a Mother's Friendship Day, the purpose of which was to reunite families that had been divided during the Civil War. Ann Jarvis, who had previously organized Mother's Day work clubs to improve sanitation and health for both Union and Confederate, the North and the South. I tell you, them Souths, they ain't like people that look like me. undergoing a typhoid outbreak, wanted to expand these into an annual memorial for mothers, but she died in 1905 before the annual celebration was established. Her daughter, who became almost obsessed with her, obsessed. See, it comes from they don't know these people. They don't know how to properly grieve. They hurting. It says she became obsessed with her and would continue her mother's efforts. There were several limited observances in 1870 and 1880. Still, none achieved resonance beyond the local level. At the time, Protestant schools in the United States already had Protestant, meaning they broke off from the Catholics. But what did it say? Women's peace groups. Let me show you. All of these things always be started by women. Jeremiah 44, 15 to 17. And all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of Yahweh, we will not listen. We don't want to listen to our Father. We don't want to honor him. We will not hearken unto thee. We ain't going to listen to you, Jeremiah. Yirmiyahu, we not going to listen to you. In Brother Ronnie translation, we ain't going to listen. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing going forth out of our own mouth. We want to do what we want to do. See, that's why Paul told them women to shut up in the church. Them women, not all women. Some of them do need to shut your mouth. Some woman on there, I want the body of her. She said, what she say? What did that lady say? She said, I want the heart and mind of Christ, but the body of a stripper. What? Some of y'all need to shut up. Some men need to shut up too. See, these men should have spoke up. They knew what they were. But the baby, that's who. When men don't want to do Christian, they just do it because the wife say. But we will certainly do whatever thing that come out of our own mouth. We gonna burn this incense to the Queen of Heaven. You know, we getting closer to that Mother Goddess, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done. We and our fathers, our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil. We're going to see somebody else going to say they ain't going to see no evil. But back to this Mother's Day. So it says, at the time, many Protestant schools in the U.S. already held many celebrations and observances such as Children's Day, Temperance Sunday, Roll Call Day, Decision Day, Missionary Days, and others. In New York City, Julia Ward Howe, there go another woman, led a Mother's Day for peace anti-war observance. See, we going under anti-war. They don't know they are a vehicle. They are being used to see. The Bible said that the woman is the weaker vessel. They weak. Their mama dead, their daddy dead, their son's dead. All this going on. We got to do something. Mother, why are some of you crying? See, when war come along, women get, I mean, my baby, they dead, they go. Emotions. Then Satan sneak in there, and we're going to show you what he do. The observers continue in Bible. That's why the Bible said neither give place nor give place to the devil. Don't give him, and that word is topaz. It said don't give him a rock, pebble. Don't give him no kind of footing where he can get in. If he can get a toe in the door, he got you. In the yellow. Several years later, a Mother's Day observance on May 13th was held in Albion, Michigan, over a dispute related to the temperance movement. According to local legend, Albion pioneer Juliet Calhoun Blakely stepped up, another woman, stepped up to complete the sermon, of Reverend Myron. So she done got up and she gonna preach the rest of the sermon. But why was he distraught? Reverend Myron Daugherty, who was distraught because an anti-temperance group had forced his son and two other temperance advocates at gunpoint to spend the night in a saloon and become publicly drunk. You distraught, man. You call yourself a man, and y'all gird up yourself, man. From the pulpit, she done seen her opportunity. Blakely called on other mothers to join her. Blakely's two sons, both traveling salesmen, were so moved that they vowed to return each year to pay tribute to her and embarked a campaign to urge their business contacts to do likewise. It's all about money. At their urging in the early 1880s, the Methodist Episcopal Church in Albion set aside the second Sunday in May to recognize the special contribution. You see it. Last paragraph. Frank E. Herring, alumnus and administrator at University of Notre Dame and of president of Fraternal Order of Eagles, made a plea setting aside one day in the year as a national memorial to the memories of mothers and motherhood. But I thought that all of this stuff been about war and peace and the folk getting killed and stuff. After observing a class of Notre Dame students sending home penny postcards to their mothers, Herrings went on to be a vocal advocate for a National Mother's Day for the next decade. As Herring stated in 1941 issue of Scholastic, throughout history, the great men of the world have given their credit for their achievement to their mothers. The Holy Church recognizes this, as does Notre Dame specifically, and Our Lady who watches over our great institution. In its present form, Mother's Day was established by Anna Jarvis with the help of Philadelphia merchant John Wanamaker. Following the death of her mother, and Jarvis, but watch this. So this is what they say. Jarvis never mentioned how or Mothering Sunday, and she never mentioned any connection to Protestant school celebrations, always claiming that the creation of Mother's Day was hers alone. A small service was held on, watch this. A small service was held on May 12, 1907 in St. Andrew's Method. We saw that already. And whereas Anna's mother had been teaching Sunday school. The first official service of worship was on May 10, 1908 in the same church. It says accompanied by a larger ceremony in the Wanamaker Auditorium in Wanamaker Store in Philadelphia. The next year, the day was reported to be widely celebrated in New York. Jarvis then campaigned to establish Mother's Day as a national holiday. But all the way down at the bottom, it's saying May 2008, the House of Representatives voted twice on a resolution commemorating Mother's Day, the first one being passed without a dissenting vote. 21 members not voting. The St. Andrew's Methodist Church, where the first celebration is held, is now the International Mother's Day Shrine and is a national historic. Yeah, we got a shrine now. Look up at the top. There it is up there. Mother's Day historical marker. It says, oh no, what is it called? It is now, I didn't put it in here, but you can look up the International Mother's Day Shrine. They got a shrine. It's an international one. Are they related? Watch this. You remember me told us to go look at Mother's Day? Let's look at it. Mother's Day is a celebration honoring the mother of the family or individual, as well as motherhood, maternal bonds, and the influence of mothers in society. It is celebrated on different days in many parts of the world. Most commonly in March or May, it complements blah, 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 siblings, mom and father day. In the 19th century, in the British Isles, go watch our Sunday and Swine class, Mothering Day was celebrated on the fourth Sunday in Lent. On this day, clerics and curates were encouraged to use the time at their disposal to visit their original mother churches. While the other countries also have multi-century history of a day to celebrate mothers. The modern American version of the holiday began in the United States in the early 20th century as an initiative for Anna Jarvis. She organized the first Mother's Day celebration, worship and celebration at St. We've seen that already. Now watch this. It says at the St. Andrew's Methodist Episcopal Church in Grafton, West Virginia, which serves as the International Mother's Day Shrine today. You can look that up on your own. It is not, watch this. This is what they always say. It is not directly related to the many traditional celebrations of mothers and motherhoods that have existed throughout the world over thousands of years, such as the Greek cult to Cybele, the mother deity Rhea. It said it is not directly. It didn't say it's not related. It said it is not directly. So you gotta see the little subtleties to how they explain stuff. They know it is. That's like in the Bible. The Romans killed Yeshua directly, but indirectly, the Hebrew Israelites had the Romans to do it. So when they say it is not directly, it's not directly. Ooh, it close. It is not directly related to the many traditional celebrations of mothers and motherhood that have existed throughout the world. See, they know it existed for thousands of years. The Bible didn't tell you. Solomon didn't tell you. It ain't. See, we can't say, see, it's new. Mother Day, today, they try to make you think Anna Jarvis's one is a new one. No, it ain't new. It ain't new. It says throughout the world for 1,000 years, such as the Greek cult to Cybele, the mother deity Rhea, the Roman festival Hilaria, or the Christian ecclesiastical Mothering Sunday celebration associated with the image of Mother Church. However, in some countries, Mother's Day is still synonymous with these older traditions. The American version of Mother's Day has been criticized for having become too commercialized. Merchants. Jarvis herself, who began the celebration as a liturgical observance. When you look up liturgical, I got that book up here. Where did I put that Catholic book? Give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you a book y'all all need to get. I can't even find it. Did I put that Catholic book up there? Where did I put that book? You see it up there? Man, yeah. I think I got a picture of it. But liturgical observance. Regretted this commercialism and expressed that it was never her intention. In response, Constance Adelaide, look at all these women, man, successfully advocated for Mothering Sunday as a commemoration of a broader definition of motherhood in other parts of the English-speaking world. See, you just over here. Mothering Sunday. Let's look up Mothering Sunday. It's 3 different versions of this. For the British drama film Mothering Sunday, which still is about, them churches. It says, and then number 2, it was a novel by Graham Swift, seeing Mothering Sunday novel. For the secular organization of the holiday, see Mother's Day. But Mothering Sunday is a day honoring mother churches. The church where one is baptized and becomes a child of the church. Celebrated since the Middle Ages in the United Kingdom, Ireland. You better go watch that Sunday and Swine class. The UK, the British folks, Ireland, Northern Ireland, and all them. Wales. Countries on the 4th Sunday of Lent. On Mothering Sunday, Christians have historically visited their mother church, the church in which they receive the sacrament of baptism. Constance Adelaide Smith revived this modern observance beginning in 1913 to honor the Mother Church, mothers of earthly homes, the Virgin Mary, mother of Jesus, Yeshua, and Mother Nature. It gained popularity in response to the originally American Mother's Day. See, Anna Jarvis, she said, man, what have I done? Too late. Mothering Sunday coincides with Lettering Sunday, so-called Mid-Lent Sunday or Refreshment Sunday, or a day of respite from fasting halfway through the... You found it? Oh. Penitential season of Lent. It's associated with the mothering originates in the text, reads the Mass in the Middle Ages, blah, 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 blah. And man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Mother Church. Holy, see, when it says, when you go back to your mother church, like it said up there, Holy Mother Church. So it says Holy Mother Church. For the Catholic Church, see Catholic Church, not to be confused with Sister Church. Mother Church or Matrice is a term depicting the Christian church as a mother in her function of nourishing and protecting the believer. It may also refer to the primary church of Christian denomination or archdiocese, in i.e. a cathedral church for a particular. You see, if you participating, you're an associate. You're associated, whether directly or indirectly. The term has specific meanings within different Christian traditions. Catholics refer to the Catholic Church as the Holy Mother Church. Commentaries on the period of associate with this personification of the church as the bride of Christ, or with who? The Virgin Mary. Trying to tell you, man. They starting all this Mary worship. Early modern continuation. It said during the 16th century, Christians continued to return to their local mother churches for a. You see, all this stuff related, folks. It said every mid-Lent Sunday. Oh my goodness, this stuff making me mad. But let's look at the revival. Reacting to Anna Jarvis's efforts to establish Mother's Day in 1913, Constance Penswick Smith created the Mothering Sunday movement. Reacting to who? Anna Jarvis. Smith published a play in praise of a mother, a story in a Mothering Sunday. This book was a series of 4 chapters outlining the different aspects of motherhood, the day they should honor beyond a strictly biological one. The church, our mother. Mother's earthly homes, the mother of Jesus, gifts of Mother Earth. Trying to tell you, man, all this stuff, Great Britain stuff too. But Mothering Sunday, you see, look at this. I meant to put a picture of the Seminole cake. It's a cake with a cake with 12 round balls. They tried. It was the same as the Jeremiah cakes, but the Catholic Church changed it into we gonna say that the 12 round balls that is symbolic for the 12 disciples. But they had cake buns and you see all that stuff. Seminole cakes or mothering buns. You know, different from hot cross buns, all that stuff. Jeremiah 7:18, the children gather the wood and the fathers kindle the fire and the woman knead the dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven. Who the church, the Roman church, they said the Queen of Heaven is now the Virgin Mary. Well, I ain't gonna go to church on that day. I'm just gonna do that, man. Stop! And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods that they may provoke me to anger. Jeremiah 44:19, and when ye burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship? We made cakes to worship her. Stop. But this is from wordsmith.com. This guy named Constantine, he's an ordained minister. What a name. But he said pagan Christian holidays. We almost done. Christian holidays are ancient pagan feasts that were ushered in by the Roman Catholic Church during the rule of Emperor Constantine. Constantine was a pagan follower of Mithras who had what he thought was a Christian experience. that led him to victory in battle. He wanted to unite his empire, both Christian and pagan, Satan, together with the universal Catholic religion. He achieved this by taking ancient wisdom and spirituality from multiple civilizations' belief, then rewriting history and renaming pagan feasts with Christian names. This began at the Council of Nicaea in 328 CE. Mother's Day and Father's Day, same article, dates back to the ancient cultures of Greece and Rome. In both cultures, Mother Goddesses, Queen of Heaven, yes, he's right, were worshipped during the springtime. When is Mother's and Father's Day? In the spring. Were worshipped during the springtime with religious festival. The ancient Greeks paid tribute to the powerful goddess Rhea, the wife of Cronus, known as the Mother of Gods, Queen of Heaven. Similarly, evidence of the 3-day Roman festival in mid-March called Hilaria to honor the Roman goddess Magna Mater, which we showed you on that list, or the Great Mother, dates back to 250 BCE. As Christianity spread throughout Europe, the celebration of the Church Mother replaced the pagan tradition of honoring the mythical goddesses. The fourth Sunday Lent, weeping for Tammuz, which you can find in the Bible, a 40-day fast period before Easter, became known as Mothering Sunday. To show appreciation for their mothers, they often brought gifts or mothering cake or seminal cakes. Jeremiah 7:18, over time it began to coincide with the celebration of the Mother Church. Mother's Days always fell on the second Sunday of May, and like so many other holidays rooted in pagan sun worship, including Father's Day, which always falls on the third Sunday of June, usually falls on the day named in honor of their most powerful god, the sun. Sunday. Those days are always on Sundays, and they're in Sunday churches, but it has spread commercially. How come we always see Christmas commercials, Easter commercials, Sunday commercials? We don't never see no Sabbath commercial. We don't never see no Passover commercial, no Feast of Trumpets commercials. We don't never see that. This is from the Hindustan Times. Why is it celebrated twice a year? Here's all that you need to know. Mother's Day, Mothering Day, the fourth Sunday of Lent, came to be observed as a way of honoring mother's love. It is also observed on March 31st. It said Mother's Day is celebrated with a whole lot of pomp and grandeur all over the world. Mothers are our first love and the ones who have our back to the end. They are our loudest cheerleaders and our shoulder to cry on. Let's see. Skip over to the right. Why is it celebrated twice a year? Well, Mother's Day is not celebrated twice a year, but there is confusion regarding the same. It is based on the way many countries observe Mother's Day. Originally, Mother's Day was observed on the second Sunday of the month of May every year. This year, Mother's Day will be observed on May 12th. Countries such as the United States, Canada, Australia, and most of Europe follow this day for celebrating Mother's Day. India also follows the international schedule, followed by the United States and Canada, and celebrates Mother's Day on the second Sunday of May. However, in some cases, Mother's Day is often confused with Mothering Sunday. Mothering Sunday is observed on the fourth Sunday of Lent, 3 weeks before Easter Sunday celebration. The day is observed for the people to return to their mother church for a special service. With time, mothering service came to be celebrated as Mother's Day in many countries as a way of respecting a mother's love. This year, Mothering Sunday. So you see, they're related. I'm trying to tell you. But they come from what? The Catholics and Protestants. But you know the Protestants broke out from the Catholics. This is from Britannica. We're almost done. Mother's Day holiday is an honor. This is from Britannica. So if you didn't believe the other stuff, Mother's Day is a holiday in honor of Mother's Day that's celebrated in countries throughout the world. In its modern form, the holiday originated in the United States, where it is observed on the second Sunday in May. Many other countries also celebrate this holiday on this day. While some mark the observance at other times of the year, during the Middle Ages, the custom developed of allowing those who had moved away to visit their home parishes and their mothers on Lachaise Sunday, the fourth Sunday of Lent. This became Mothering Sunday in Britain, where it continued into modern times, although it has largely been replaced by Mother's Day. That's why they say they ain't direct. They ain't directly. They not directly related. They indirectly related. Okay, the Romans did it, but the Hebrews put them up to it. Come on, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But look down at the bottom. Jarvis spent the last years of her life trying to abolish the holiday. She trying to get rid of it. Now, if she want to get rid of it, why didn't the people that helped her get it established say, you know what, let's go and get rid of it? That dollar bill, y'all, that cash, that moolah, that dinero, that cheese, them Federal Reserve notes, that moolah, that bread. You hear me? Festivals honoring mother and mother goddesses date to the ancient time. Why is he talking about? Why is Britannica linking this? Festivals honoring mothers and mother goddesses date back to the ancient time. The Phrygians held a festival for Cybele, which we already seen, the great mother of the gods, as the Greeks goddess Rhea. Likewise, the Romans adapted the practices to their whoever in power. They just engulf all the other people deities. You see it. But we see Cybele and Rhea. You say, I don't see Cybele and I don't see Rhea on there. Keep listening. We're going to show you who they are. They on here. They just ain't on this particular one. But anyway, this is from that's the website up there. This is a respected ministry that I respect. Somebody that I know here in Memphis. They fellowship with these people. But it said June is known for celebrating fathers. It said Father's Day, like Mother's Day, celebrate pagan gods, not your parents. June is known for celebrating Father's Day, even though this holiday gets less media coverage than Mother's Day. Both holidays are deceptive. They seem innocent and do not honor father or mother. The origin of both of these celebrations is based in paganism. Baal is the biblical king / father. Didn't I tell you that? Then Nimrod thought he was daddy, put the clothes of the first daddy on. And Father's Day, and Asherah is the queen mother of Mother's Day. Throughout the scripture, it was these two main gods that the Hebrew Israelites constantly reached out to and were in turn punished for worshiping. I don't want the Most High to punish you. It says Judges 2:13, and they forsook Yahweh and served Baal and Asherah, other names attributed to Baal. Zeus, Uranus, Cronus, similar to the female mythological counterpart Gaia, Rhea, and Hera, etc. Mother's Day is the celebration of the ancient pagan mother goddess known as the Mother of Gods, the Mother of God. Worship was transformed into Mary worship. Mother of God. When Christianity blended with the pagan Roman practice, the practice of worshiping a mother goddess was popular even in biblical times, known as the Queen of Heaven. I got a class on it. You see these pictures? Cakes for the command, stop it. But Cybele and Rhea. Didn't I show you this back here? Look, I want you to see. We're going to show you one of the names. Look, Magna Mater. For other uses, see Cybele disambiguation, Magna Mater redacts here. For others, you see Magna Mater. That's another name for her. Is Magna Mater on here? It is. The bottom, Great Mother, Magna Mater. Also known as Cybele. We ain't going to read all this. It says, in Greece, Cybele met with a mixed reception. She became partially assimilated to aspects of the earth goddess Gaia. Is she up here? Yeah. Left, bottom, middle. You can read this on your own. But look at these. Origins of the mystery religions of Babylon. You see the Queen of Heaven, Tammuz, husband. You see Isis, Ishtar, Isha, Cybele. You see all this stuff, man. I ain't making this stuff up. Man, stop. Even if we're not going to read this, but this comes from this book by Ralph Woodrow, Babylon Mystery Religion. He talked about mother and child worship. That's all it is. You know, Christmas for the child and Mother's Day for the mama. Easter and all in the light. Look at that. Isis and Horus. Devaki and Krishna. And there, you see all these people got their own stuff. But look at this one. Diana of Ephesus. This in the Bible. Look at this statue of her. What does it have? A tower-shaped crown, a symbol of the Tower of Babel, adorned her head. It says in Christianity, it says, being mixed into Christianity and the name Mary substituted, they could gain more converts. That's what they did. Look at that. Astarte to the right. Mary worship. Now, this is another book that I have. It's called Bible Answers for Almost All. It's a good resource. Good resource. We're almost done, guys. We getting it. It said, what does the Bible teach about Mary, the mother of Yeshua? It said the doctrine of Mariology states that Mary's soul was never touched by original sin. That's also known as the Immaculate Conception. The virgin birth is and the Immaculate Conception, they're not the same thing. The Immaculate Conception teaches that Mary never ever sinned. The doctrine of Mariology states that Mary's soul was never touched by original sin, that it was full of grace from the instant of his creation in the womb of her mother, Anne. Anne. Her mama named Anne. Mary mama named Anne. The person who came up with Mother's Day, her mama named Anne. And her name Anna. The doctrine further teaches that Yah, the eternal Father, made her the queen of heaven. The Bible don't teach that. Catholics make it be taught that. That's why the word Catholic means universal. One size fits all. We take this, we mix it, we do this, we do that. I'm gonna tell you, brother Bryson in the camp. I'm gonna tell you in just a second. I think I got a picture of it in here. I hope I do. Man. But it says, however, the doctrinal teaching of Mariology can't be found in the Bible because it ain't. But look down at the bottom. And this book properly says Mary was a sinner and needed a savior like everyone else. She prayed to God, my savior, in Luke 1:47. She said that. So that's one book you can get. But Mariology, they try to suck Yeshua into Mariology. And it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman. Well, all these women doing this stuff, man. A certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said to him, just like the lady at the reverend couldn't carry on, so she get up there, we need to do Mother's Day. He can't carry on. Simp, punk. You just bust your son in the face. Don't let nobody get you drunk. It says, and it came to pass as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said, blessed is the womb that bare thee. They trying to lift Mary up. And the paps which thou hast sucked. And what Yeshua said, but he said, yea, rather. Blessed are they that hear, hearken, honor the word of Yah, and what? Keep it. 7 Mother's Day traditions around the world. While specific traditions vary, nearly every country observes a day to honor mothers. In the United Kingdom, they do all this Mothering Sunday we just showed you. Ethiopia, it was 7. I just picked out 3. Mother's Day in Ethiopia takes place during Athros, a 3-day celebration held whenever the rainy season ends. Sometime between October and November, so you know it's a harvest type deal. Families came together with traditional singing, dancing, and a feast. Let's see what Peru. While Peru marks Mother's Day on the same day as the United States with many of the same customs, including giving flowers and sharing meals, many Peruvians also honor their deceased or dead female relatives. They gather at their graves to celebrate them. On the same day, Mother's Day, we got folk doing that here too. We going to Mama grave today. Get yourself out away from them graves. Often bringing flowers and sharing food and drinks. The tradition is so popular that vendors sell flowers, balloons, and signs outside the cemeteries. You sound like Isaiah 65 to me. This is from the American University in Cairo, Egypt. History of Mother's Day from ancient Egypt to modern times. It is common belief that the tradition of Mother's Day began in the West, where we at right now, originating from Greek and Roman spring festivals dedicated to See, they know it. The American University in Cairo, they know where it come from. Originated from Greek and Roman spring festivals dedicated to maternal goddesses and Mothering Sunday, observed in European Christian tradition since the 1600s. But in fact, the first celebrations of motherhood occurred right here in Egypt as a pharaonic tradition. Didn't the Bible say don't learn the way of the Egyptians? Ancient Egyptians held an annual festival to honor who? Isis, one of the most popular and enduring goddesses of the ancient Egypt, who represented the ideal mother and wife and was the patroness of nature and magic. According to ancient Egyptian mythology, Isis was the wife of Osiris, and who was also her brother. When Osiris murdered by the enemy of his brother Set, Isis gathered Osiris' body parts that had been scattered around Egypt and used them to impregnate herself. She then gave birth to Horus, who avenged his father's death and killed Set, or Seti, becoming the first ruler of Egypt. As a result, Isis was regarded as the mother of all pharaohs and became symbolic of motherhood, and the annual festival was held in her honor. Isis was first depicted with an empty throne on her head, personifying the power behind the pharaoh. Later, she was represented with the horns of a cow on her head. What did the children of Israel have? A cow that they built. Skip down. Look at it. I just see it. That is all of these in Greco-Roman culture. Isis was associated with the goddess Demeter, Astarte, and Aphrodite, which furthered her symbolic ties with fertility and femininity. That's why we got all these women, right? Man, stop. The ancient Greeks partook in this springtime ritual to honor Rhea, the mother of Zeus, and mother gods of all the gods, in which they would make offerings of honey cakes, fine drinks, and flowers at dawn. The Roman festival of Hilaria was a multi-day celebration on the March equinox to honor Cybele, their own mother gods known as Magna Mater May. We already showed you that on that little chart. What chart, Brother Ronnie? That chart. Stop acting stupid. Magna Mater. Aphrodite. We show you all these people. Stop acting stupid, Cupid. I'm trying to tell you, but Egyptians' Mother's Day, the modern iteration of Mother's Day in the Arab world, once again has its roots in Egypt. Pioneering journalist Mustafa Amin, who attended AUC, was AUC, the American University of Cairo, helped popularize the establishment of Mother's Day in Egypt. It has been reported that Amin observed the American tradition. So they already know it's all related. You read that on your own. But look at all these folks, man. They just known by different names. She known by different names. Brother Runner, you taking it? No, man, I'm not making none of this stuff up. Revelation 17, the harlot and the beast. Let's get it. What she called? The great prostitute and beast. That's why James said, you adulterers and adulteresses. If you want to be friend with this world and have friendship with the world, you are enemy. You are Satan to the Most High. The great See, people think I'm being mean to my mama when I don't do no Mother's Day stuff. I ain't being mean to her. I'm saving my soul. The great prostitute and the beast. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show thee the judgment of the great whore. The who? That's the word to the right. It means porne, where you get pornography. What is she? A prostitute, a whore, a harlot, and an unchaste female. Women, stop being loosed. From the Hebrew, an idolatrist. feminine, strong to feminine. A strumpet. Don't be a strumpet. A man buying you all these gifts and stuff. My daughters, I tell them, the boy try to come to you, I'm gonna buy you this and buy it. My daddy will buy me that. My father, brother Ronnie, he'll buy me that. No, thank you. You pretty. My daddy tell me I'm pretty. Oh, I know my daddy. He tell me. I tell both my girls, y'all some pretty little girls. Grab them and hug them and kiss them. They be laughing and giggling. Give your daddy a hug. Hug them. Love on them. Let them know you love them. You care about them. I often worry about my children in this world, but I give them the stuff that they need. I always tell them, don't let nobody talk you out this Bible. Don't let nobody talk you out of the Most High. Keep the Sabbath. Keep the Most High commandments. Leave this pagan mess alone. He'll bless you. Pray to him every morning. Before you in the morning, when you go to sleep, you need help in your life, pray to him. He will make a way for you. It says, and there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying, come hither, I will show thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth on many waters. It's all over the world. The whole world. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried, his angel carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman. You see, I like all these women we saw today, Anna Jarvis and them. Sit on a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, and having 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and silver, gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of the abominations and the filthiness of her fornication. I'm telling you, Mother's Day and Father's Day is part of that fornication. And upon her head was a name written, Mystery. It's a mystery. It seemed innocent. Babylon the Great. You saw that little statue of Diana with the little the Tower of Babel on top of her head. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. That's where it come from. But look at that. It said a strumpet, figurative, an idolater, a harlot, a whore. Down the bottom, Corne under the Thayer. Down at the bottom, it says, of Babylon, i.e. Rome, the chief seat of idolatry. You know, look at here. Therefore, look at it. Therefore shall her plagues come forth and come in one day. You see the tower? Again, I told you. They not y'all sinners. They not one of them. Ain't none of them y'all sinners. It's all about mamas. Womanhood. Involves Sunday. They all on Sunday. Has an angel. We showed you the gods. Done worldwide. Gifts offering eating. Birthdays and death involved. For my mama, my dad, close to their birthday. Merchants heavily involved. Here come the merchants. Bring on the merchants. Bring on the merchants. The fall of Babylon. Mystery. The great harlot, the whore. The mother of the God. You know that. The queen of heaven. I'm going to tell you. We're going to see the word she, her, herself 35 times. They're going to be in blue. And I mean, highlighted in red. I mean, in red letters and highlighted in blue highlighter. Y'all know how long it take to put this stuff together? I know it take a long time for me to say. We almost done, though. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven having great power, and the earth was lighted with one angel with glory. Lit up. What do you think when Yeshua would do what he do? What he gonna do? What he gonna be? And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen. She has become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath, of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication, porne. Or this one might be porneia. With her. And the merchants of the earth are the merchants. Are waxed of the earth are waxed. They rich. I'm rich. Rick James, fool. Through the abundance of her delicacies. Rich. Oh my goodness. Where I gotta find that book. I don't have a picture of it in here. Bryson in the camp, or anybody that want to get it, I don't have it in here with me. It might be in the kitchen. I don't know. I thought I had a picture of it in here at least. Bryson in the camp, I tell you what you do. I want you to go to our rapministry.org, go to contact us, and just put your information in there saying, just when you put in there, put your email and everything, and I'll email it to you. Or anybody who want to do that. I had that book. I was planning on having it right here. What I done with it? Walked around the house with it. But it said all nations. And he said, I heard another voice say, come out. Brother Ronnie saying, come out of her. Why don't they ever ask, who in the heck is the her? He said, be ye not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yah have remembered her iniquities. He remembered back when he had to scatter these knuckleheads. Reward her as she is a reward of you, and double unto her. Look at the top up there. It said, Babylon has been called the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. This angel come right out of heaven calling certain animals still unclean. Ooh, you better change your theology. Fornication, porneia, fornication, whoredom. You see all this stuff. You keeping all these days, you're in fornication. I'm sorry. You're an adulterer to the Most High, an adulteress to the Most High. See how much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. Delicious. Matter of fact, delicious. Man, went to Walmart yesterday and seen some abominations. 3 of them walking together. They thinking they delicious. No, you're an abomination. Men dressed like something. That's it. Shirt all the way up to here. They did have 6-packs though. But they would dress like, I said, my goodness. They would dress like some she's and some herselfs and some hers. You know, to keep it. Now, that's how far we have fallen, man. Society. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. Delicious. Like on New Edition song. Oh, you delicious. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. That's what Semiramis, she made up a whole lot. Nimrod ain't dead. He the sun god now. I ain't no widow and shall see no sorrow. But the same folks in Jeremiah who was sacrificing to this queen with them cakes, they said, we ain't gonna see no sorrow. We ain't gonna see nothing bad happen to us. It's the same thing she's saying. Come out of her. Therefore her plague shall come in one day, and death and mourning and famine, and she shall be early destroyed with fire. For strong is Yahweh who judges her, Yahuwah, Yeshua. The kings of the earth who have committed fornication will live deliciously with her, shall be wail and lament her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. The merchants. Ooh. For no man buy her merchant. Ain't nobody buying cars and chocolates and all that junk no more. Whether it's for Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, whatever. We got Thanksgiving class too. Same innocent. But look at the Most High said, fear me and keep my Sabbaths. This serious business, folks. This serious. They gonna weep and mourn. Ain't saying nobody buy stuff no more. We can't get rich no more. The merchandise will go. Anna Jarvis said, please stop. Let's just end it all. They didn't overturn. She wanted to abolish Mother's Day, but you want to keep it. The person who founded it wanted to abolish it, but you want to keep it. Look at all this nice stuff. Purple, silk, scarlet, thyine wood, and all manner of vessels. Ivory from elephant tusk. Precious wood, brass, iron, marble. Boy, that's my marble. He said he about to get it back. Look at it, Queen of Heaven. She said, I see the Queen. You see this always. You see Nimrod, Queen of Heaven, and Tammuz in your Bible. Don't listen to me. What is it? Vendors. Look at these people. People that sell stuff. You see it? What's some vendor synonyms? Look at that. Trader, distributor, merchant, seller, salesperson, tradesman, a trafficker, just like Satan. The traffic of your trade in that last week class. And guess who died? The man who took the picture of the Earth rise, he died. I think yesterday or the day before. That so-called took the picture of Earth from the moon. I said, boy, most I be letting you know you on time, man. Not saying he killed me. Dude was old, 90-something years old. But even still. How much she have glorified herself. She honor herself. And live, and that's what mothers do. You getting honor for yourself. You being worshipped by your children. In vain, no doubt. They worshiping you. You are the vehicle in which they are worshiping the mother goddess and Nimrod for the Father's Day. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much tormented and sorrow give her. She said, I see the Queen. We already read that. But let's look up merchant, traveler. When Satan, he was wanderer. Go watch that class last week, man. Emperos, a traveler, one who travels about for traffic and merchant, the traffic of your trade. He defiled his sanctuaries. I keep rereading this saying, I didn't even take this stuff out of here. But what else they got? Cinnamon, odors, stuff smell good, and ointments and fragrances and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beast and sheep meat and horses. How come he didn't say? And sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. Yeah, they were selling people too. You know, people that look like me. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off. Yeah, William Anders. That's his name, the dude that died. But look at it. Cinnamon cakes, cookies, all that stuff. My mama owned a bakery, and I'm telling you, her business be booming on holidays. Booming. And I mean, a business is a booming. You hear me? Brad Pitt on Inglourious Basterds. And business is a booming. You know, he said we fighting in the basement. First of all, we fighting in a basement. That's what the Quentin Tarantino movies be good, man. But you see what it is. Watch this. It says the merchants of these things which made her rich shall stand afar. You see it, guys. It's gonna all come down. It's gonna all come down. But at the bottom, what happened? It says, verse 23, and the light of a candle shall no more shine in thee at all. And the voice of the bridegroom, the Most High, Yeshua, he finna give up on this wicked world and destroy it and bring his kingdom. But what? All of it is sorcery, and all of the nations are deceived by it. Every last single pagan holiday, every commandment breaking, Sunday worship. I'm trying to tell you, these are merchants of the earth. This all the money they make. I went and did. I looked. It's all about boom, 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 boom. Money. Easter, 22 billion. St. Patrick's, 7.2 billion. Halloween, 10 billion. Thanksgiving, 5 billion. Christmas, 886 billion. New Year's, there was no accurate data for me to put anything up here. Valentine's Day, 26 billion. I already told you 30-something billion for Mother's Day. Birthdays, 1.7 billion just for the gifts. Parties at 8.5 billion. Hold on, I left something out. I'm gonna go back to it that I know I meant to say. I think I left it out. Dog. I left it out. Where it was saying that, they were oh, no. Here you go. From divine to secular. I want to add this in. Eventually, talking about Mother's Day, eventually celebrations of motherhood transition away from divine representation and toward the individuals themselves. I didn't say that. But now, so I'm trying to tell you, they slick, sly, cunning, just like the devil. Look at all this money, man. But we got hungry, starving people all over the world. Stop it. How did Yeshua treat his mama? At the wedding of Canaan, she said, we running out of wine. He said to a woman, what have I to do with thee? My hour ain't nigh. But he went on and did it, though. This him at the temple when they were going to Jerusalem for the feast of Passover. That don't nobody want to keep. And they left him behind, but he stayed behind and was teaching in the temple. And teaching in the temple. And look what he said. He said, how is it that you sought me? I must be about my father's business. What, boy? Let me have said that to my mama. I'm about my father. I ain't got to go back with y'all. But what did he do, though? He said, and they understood not the saying, he said it to them. And because they came and got him, and he went down with them and came to Nazareth and was subject to them. Why? Because they were commandment keepers. They weren't telling him nothing wrong to do. But the word subject, what was Yeshua? He was obedient to them, in subjection. This is when Yeshua and his mama and his dad, his brothers. We only have 4 more after this. While he had Jesus or Yeshua, mothers and brothers. While he had talked to the people, behold, his mama and his brethren stood outside, or without or outside desire. We want to talk to him. Then one said to him, look, man, your mama and your brother, they outside, they want to talk to you. But he answered and said, what, man, what would you do if your mama, hold on. But he answered and said unto them, who is my mother? And who my brethren? And he stretched his hand towards his disciples. The one in whom he sealed the law. They the 12 foundations of New Jerusalem. And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same as my mother, my brother, my sister, and my mama. Can you imagine your mama sitting right there and she hear you say, who is mama? She was like, boy, what you mean? I'm your mama. Because it's a cost for this cost to be with the boss. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his mom, meaning not hate your mom, it means if you love them more than you love me, basically. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and even his own life, he can't be my disciple. Because everything that our people want us to do, what we want to do, a lot of time it's against the Most High's law. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me, what that mean? What is the burden? What's our cross? What do we have to bear? This word, he says light though. You can't be his disciple. For which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counted up, and Nimrod didn't count up the cost when he built his tower, whether he has sufficient to finish it. Less happily, after he had laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him. What it say in Isaiah and Ezekiel? You're going to be brought low. And we're going to say, is this that dude? We're going to mock him. Saying this man, he's slick talking about Nimrod. Saying this man began to build and was not able to finish. Was he able to finish? You seen the pictures of an unfinished tower? Or what king going to make war against another king, sitteth not down first and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20. See, Nimrod didn't have enough. He only had the people on the earth. He didn't have the people. He didn't have the angels in heaven. because the angels came down and blew that and tore that mess up. Or else while or else while the other is a great way out, he sendeth an ambassage and decide conditions of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all, you gotta forsake all that he hath, you can't be his disciple. You gotta, I'm telling y'all, you gotta be getting these. You got this. What you stand in. 2 Timothy 2:10. You know, the verses before 10 is talking about the man of lawlessness. But and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, the laws, the statutes, the commandments, that they might be saved. And for this cause, Yah shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Well, Mother Day ain't pagan, Father Day ain't pagan. And for this cause, Yah shall send them strong delusion that they will believe a lie. What lie? The law done away with. We can do whatever we want. Ain't nothing wrong with this. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth. He said, fear me and keep my Sabbaths, my holy days. Stand firm. Holiday means holy day. Don't y'all get that? That's how the English say it. But we are bound to, Paul says, stand firm. You got to stand firm in what? But we are bound to give thanks always to Yah for you, brethren, beloved of the Master, because Yah hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. Whereunto he called you by our gospel to obtain to the obtaining of the glory of our Master, Yeshua. Therefore, brethren, he said, therefore, brethren, stand fast. Hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or our epistle. Did Paul teach Mother's Day? Did Paul teach Father's Day? Now, Paul said, hold on to what we taught you. And then Paul said, imitate me as I imitate who? Yeshua HaMashiach. Did he give you Mother's and Father's Day? No, he did not. You want to honor your mama? You want to honor your daddy? Obey them in Yahuwah. The mother, see, this is what this the mother you need to be worrying about. But Jerusalem is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. You need this right here. How you get there? Revelation 14:12. Here is the patient of the saint. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yah and the faith of Yeshua. And 22:12 through 17. And behold, he said he coming quick, fast, and in a hurry. You got to keep the commandments and the faith. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work should be. He coming. He said, I'm the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end, the first, the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. You know the city, which is Jerusalem above, which is free. Free from what? Sin. It's the mother of us all. Because on the outside is dogs, sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters. And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie, I, Yeshua, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and offspring of David, the bright and morning star, and the Spirit and the bride say, come. And let him that heareth say, come. And let him that is thirst what? Come. And whosoever will, let him take of the let him take of the water of life what? Freely, freely, freely. Tell y'all. All right. I know I was a little long, Mama J Pope. I know I was a little long. But we done now, guys. We done now. I apologize for going a little long, but had to get it out there. Had to get it out there, brothers and sisters. Hey, man, it's a lot of stuff out there. The Most High wants you to do what he say do, not what everybody else say do. He wants you to keep his laws, commandments, and statutes. That's what he wants. He don't want you keeping nobody else stuff. Nobody's. So I hope that I've said something to edify you guys today. I appreciate you for coming on in. Again, my apologies for being long. Whatever you learn, apply. If it don't apply, let it fly. But whatever you do, decide to do, make sure it's aligned with these scriptures. Brothers and sisters, thank you for coming on in. Remember, pray for me, I pray for you. prayer requests, Bible questions, prayer requests, Bible questions, you know where to go. I'll be there for you. And time permitting, but love and appreciate every last one of you. Any and everything you do for this ministry, whether subscribing, sharing the channel, whatever. I thank you. I thank you. Peace and blessings to all. Thank everybody for the kind comments. Most High willing, I'll be back next week with another good teaching for you. We are out. Shabbat shalom. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We'll see you next time. I see you, Sister Sheila. I see you. Obedience is better than sacrifice. It sure is, sister. It sure is. Hallelujah. We're out. May the protection of the Most High be upon all of you guys on this week. And may you prosper and excel in everything you put your hand to do. I just pray peace and blessings on every single person here today. In the powerful name of Yeshua Mashiach, we out. Peace.